My name is Lapri Singh. I am your examiner. Now I am taking your all speaking test. What's your good name?
Well, my name is Rajpreet Singh.
How may I call you?
You can call me Raj with my short name.
Okay. Now let's talk about hometown. Where are you come from?
Well, I belong to Kishanpura Kala, a village in the district of Muga. That's neither big nor small.
Okay. Is there any tourist attraction in your hometown?
Well, I would definitely say yes. I am lucky to have such a beautiful village with having so many tourist attractions. Like there is a historical temple for Sikhism and for the Hinduism as well, and there is also one a beautiful garden. Definitely, my village is really rich in terms of having so many facilities. Like there are two schools for the best quality of education, having a one medical hospital where we can get all the kind of assistance any time a day. Last but not the least, the amazing road structure and with having a lot of buses to commute.
Which facilities do you really like about the most?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, being a student, I have to commute on daily basis. So I would say I love the transportation system of my village. Like we can go anywhere.
Is there anything which you dislike about your hometown?
Well, yes. Unfortunately, there is a one problem that I think everybody dislike about my village. That is the lack of a proper draining system. Like during especially the rainy season, people have to face a lot of difficulties. So nowadays, the government is working to improve it, and soon it will be fine.
If you get superpower, what will you improve in your hometown?
Well, I haven't thought about it so far, but I think I will color my village in the same color, hold the village in the same color, so that will give definitely amazing look. And I will plant so many trees over there.
Let's talk about another topic, tea and coffee. Do Indian people like to drink tea or coffee?
Well, I think there is nothing to doubt about on it. I think tea is the thing that is the next to people's heart. Every Indian starts his or her morning with having a bed tea. So I would say they mostly prefer tea, but nowadays due to modernization, they also are moving toward coffee as well.
Do you prepare tea or coffee for guests at home?
Well, to be very honest, I am pretty good at making tea. I am a good tea maker, I would say. Whenever I make tea, I often get amazing compliments from my friends and my family members. So I often make coffee for or tea for them.
Okay, sounds good. When was the last time you drank tea or coffee?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, we Indians start our morning with a bed tea. So as usual, I drank a cup of tea in the early morning when I just woke up.
Your last topic is smile. Do you always smile?
Well, definitely, I am a very jubilant person, I would say. So I always try to keep a beautiful smile on my face that helps me to spread positivity.
Okay. Should people smile more?
And undoubtedly, to make this world more beautiful, to make this world more peaceful, I think the smile can be the best remedy that will bring people together and definitely uh, eliminate so many problems.
Okay. Do you smile walking? Do you smile while taking photos?
Sometimes, many times, whenever I have smile on my face, well, especially while taking photos, so I look more handsome. That gives me an amazing look to my photo. So I would say yes.
Can you recognize a fake smile?
Sometimes I can say I'm pretty good at it, through the gestures or expressions. So when the person is not having a true smile or smile from the heart, he or she can't maintain the eye contact. So through some of these things, I can easily judge them. Well, I strongly believe that having so many options make a pretty simple decision a challenging task. Um, Although I have been through such situations so many times, but here I would like to talk about a particular one when it was kind of sitting on fence for me to choose a particular stream. Actually, having passed my senior secondary with the flying colors, I had to choose either arts or medical. Actually, I was really interested in arts, especially music and computer for my better future, but my father wanted me to pursue medical for the sake of more opportunities to earn name and fame. So this situation used to leave us tensed until I chose my studies in a medical stream under the pressure of my father. um, as I started I started visiting school, so things did not went as we planned, because I was not, to be honest, I was not interested to continue my studies. So this was a really complicated situation for me. And as for for the suggestions I went to my friends, they encouraged me to convince my father to let me do what I wanted to. So uh, with their courage, I finally convinced my father and got success in it. After I studied after I studied arts and burned midnight oil, because I did not wanted my father to feel a regret even for a single moment. And eventually I stood on my words, and because I have more opportunities. So lastly, I would say, although this decision went into my favor, yet I suggest to other people to never make any decision in extreme, because it could have negative consequences. So I would sum up with saying, we for making a better decision, we need to take some baby steps.
Let's move to the third part. Your first question is, what decisions do people generally make in their daily life?
Well, as per my all the experiences, as I see in my family, there are so many. There is a long list of the decisions that are made on daily basis, like whenever they need to go out, so they make decision for wearing outfits, for making meals, and how to go, where to go, kind of things. Um, Moreover, on daily basis, they also make decision of, like, especially students, what to study, and they also have some timetable according to that. They need to make some decisions.
Okay. Which is easier, making a decision by oneself or making a decision after a group discussion?
Well, to be honest, it's kind of sitting on fence, because it varies from person to person. If somebody is strong enough, if somebody has a proper knowledge, like he or she is already familiar with the consequences, so it would be really easy for him or her to make a decision individually. But on the other hand, for having a variety of opinions, for having a best suggestion, so they can also have some discussions with their family or friends.
Okay. Why are many young people unwilling to listen to their parents' advice? What do you think about it?
Well, I strongly feel it is just because of the generation gap. Like there is a huge disparity between their thinkings and between their perspectives. Like if I talk about the older ones, they are still sticking to the old traditional things, all the other values. But youngsters are growing day by day. They are moving toward technology. So I think due to this, like whenever they take any decision from their parents, so they always uh, think under their comfort zone. But youngsters want to go out of their comfort zone, so this is the reason they are not willing to listen.
Sound good? Why do middle-aged people tend to second guess their decision?
I think just for the surety, as the middle-aged people have a lot of experiences of their life, they have failed so many times during their working or their personal life as well. So I think just for the sake of uh, better outcomes, or making their future secure, so they always try to uh, have a plan B that is sometimes proof beneficial for them.
It's okay. It's end of year speaking. Nice to meet you.
Thanks a lot.
Most